There we go. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I'm just prepping this deer hide to start tanning tomorrow. see here. Let's see how far this cord will reach. Alright. You have to see if you can see from there. Got this deer hide I gotta start prepping, but the head is still attached, so I'm gonna cut the head off. So I'm starting to prep 2 deer hides, and I will be fleshing a possum hide tonight. Last night I was working on 2 raccoons. There's nothing special about this deer. It is just a doe my buddy shot, and it was the furthest shot he's ever killed a deer. So he wanted the hide done to commemorate it. So he actually shot it last year, but I've had it in my freezer since then. I'm just now getting around to it. Trying to straighten it out here. Let's see what's what. So it was just a small doe. This is gonna be it. But I gotta soak it in salt water first to soften it up so I can flesh it, since it's been sitting in my freezer for a year. I have a buck hide soaking right now. I just started. Once this guy's started soaking, I'm gonna start fleshing a possum. Let me bring this back over here. Just gonna let that fill for a minute. What's going on, Candy Montanez? No, I'm not cutting up dead bodies tonight. Tonight I am tanning dead bodies I've already cut up. Currently I am prepping this deer hide. I have another one that I started prepping. I'm going to be flushing this possum that I trapped it a couple months ago. So I'm going to start canning him. And I have a raccoon over there finishing up canning. Still got porcupine to do, a black squirrel, and a couple skulls to do. I usually don't kill possums, but this one, he got trapped and he was a little too far gone to release. That should be good. Stop killing animals. Hey, it's the way of life, buddy. It's just what we do around these parts. It's the circle of life. It's not only the way of my life, it's the way of many people's lives. It's the whole culture. So, I need to dump actually a little bit of this water out. I'm gonna go to hell. Hey, I hope I go to hell. It's a little bit warm there. Right now it's about 20 degrees here. Hey, Roscoe. Sorry. I don't know why Nightbot got rid of your message. He shouldn't have. I thought I got rid of Nightbot. Just for future reference, if you want to say something, try not to spam emojis or the same word over and over again, because my bot will, I guess, mute you for a minute or something. Alright, so take a knife, just gonna cut the top off this. That's just salt. Put salt in the water and it prevents the hide from starting to rot while it's soaking. That piece of paper that fell in there. So I've started toying with the idea of, since I already do leather working and tanning hides, of doing custom leather working on live stream for if anybody wanted to buy some, because I got a lot of people yesterday saying they wanted to buy what I was doing. So I will just let that soak for about a day. Just get that going. Get that off to the side. Now, as for that possum, chair. Alright, it might be better if I have this under here. Get my flushing beam. Just open them up. And hook them on here. Alright. Let's see if this will work. I don't think this will work, but it's the only sharpener I have on hand. It might. Feels like it's working. I may have just dulled the edge down to shit. Let's see. That's going. Wow, that is coming out really clean already. I was not expecting that. Look at that. One pass. One pass and it's white as a sheet of paper. Hey, maybe the key is to leave them in the freezer for, a couple weeks to a month. And then when you do them, it's super easy. Might have just figured it out. Because it is stripping right off like nothing. And it just tore a little bit. So he's really soft. Alright, well, that tore, so we're gonna need to cut this off. Okay, lesson learned. Possums are incredibly soft. He is very soft though. Toss that in the scrap bucket. How are you guys doing tonight? See if I can put this at an angle a little bit so you can see. I don't know if this will work or not. There we go. Gonna use a knife just to get the little bit of it on the end there. There we go. This flushing is gonna go so much quicker than I thought. Wow, I did not realize how easy this was gonna be. This is after about 2 minutes. He's gonna come out really soft. Or are you gonna flip him, work on the head? that under my knee. If any of you watching are you tan things, I want to comment your fleshing board setup, because this is what I'm doing right now. I just got a fleshing board resting on my knee. I don't want to build anything until I wait to hear from some people to see how other people do it. It might be easier if I go sideways here. Do it like this, and then pin it under my knee. Yep. But it's probably also just gonna slip right off my leg. Alright, well, this might not be fleshing knife at work anymore. It might just be regular knife work now. Yeah, alright. Okay, anybody watching have any better ideas? Because this possum on this fleshing board is not working very easily. And try flipping it around using this bottom side. Well, this is going great. It started out going great. Alright, I'm just gonna see how much I can do with just a knife. Right now I'm just scraping off all the meat and fat to get the skin nice and clean like that, so I can tan it. Ah, crap, cutting through. Well, having too sharp of a knife definitely is a bad thing. Ah, crap. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to case him like I thought. It just is not going to happen, so I'm going to have to cut off his lower jaw. There's one side. Alright. Well, that's his new shape. Should be a lot easier to flesh now. Might have to do more of a slicing method than scraping. It seems to be working pretty well. Just got to be careful not to slice through the hide. Cut off that end. Okay. Oh, this hole is just getting bigger and bigger. My arms are getting tired already. This type of motion, and my back's hurting. But you gotta do what you love. This cutting instead of scraping technique is working great for the head and arms. I think also because it's a possum and it's so fragile, it's probably better to scrape to do these more fragile bits, or they're probably better to cut to do these more fragile bits than to scrape. I'm actually kind of doing a combination of scraping and cutting. It's like a swiping motion. Can somebody say something so the last message isn't "fuck off New York"? Alright, no. That's alright. Man, it's slow tonight. Oh boy. Oh, that hurt my ears. It's gonna have a lot of holes up near the top of them. Oh man. back hurts. Yeah, this one's not gonna come out good at all. He's just gonna have so many holes in him. His skin is just so soft. Yeah, he's just ripping and tearing left and right. May just have to cut off the head and call it good with his body. Let's see. I wanted to do his full head, wanted to have him hung like that, but I'm thinking now, since his head just keeps wanting to rip, I'm gonna have it like this, and then he'll be spread out and wider. Just because his head will not stop ripping. So I think that's what I'm gonna have to do for this one. Maybe possums were meant to be tanned without a head. Cut that there. Cut straight across there. And cut straight across there. And I guess that's what we're gonna have. Let me spread them out on here. Well, I guess this is what we'll have, because his head, I tried doing his head because he's got some pretty cool looking ears, but as you can see, it just would not stop ripping. So that's a shame, but I guess it's part of it. Gotta make calls on the fly. But his body looks great. It's very soft, very clean. All right. Gonna brush it off real quick. Looks real clean. Okay. So he's super dry, so I don't even know if I need to salt him or not. Probably should. I think that's just probably a pretty crucial step. So you guys over here. You can see my Christmas tree from this past year just sitting in the corner there. And just gonna lay them out. If I can find a clean spot. I flip this over, that's pretty clean. Alright, so we're going to salt in. So I'm just going to lay them out nice and flat. Get them all stretched out. Alright, I'm going to cut off that little nub there. Or maybe it's just stuck together. Nope, I'm going to cut that off. Okay. So he's not going to take a lot of salt at all. Just going to like that. And then rub it in. Give a little bit more. Just keep rubbing it in until he's totally covered. More on the edge there. All right. He should be good for a day or two like that. It's gonna suck all the moisture out of him. Let me think of what else I got going on down here. You throw away that deer head. If you missed it, this is the raccoon that we started finishing up last night. He's drying. Still very wet. He'll be done in another 2 to 3 days. Trying to think. Okay, I threw 2 raccoons in the freezer, or 2 raccoon hides in the freezer last night. Don't know if they're totally frozen or not. I'm gonna check because I might flush those out while I'm here. They're very stiff, but I don't know if they're frozen. that off to the side over there. Okay, well, they're kind of frozen, but they might thaw out here pretty quickly. Yeah, okay. They're pretty well frozen, so I'm not going to be working on these today. And by the time they would thaw, the deer hides are going to be ready for fleshing, so I guess I'm going to throw these back in the freezer. I don't think, I'm not sure if I have anything else that is ready to be worked on at the moment. Deer hides are soaking, so they need to loosen up a little bit. Yeah, they're still very much stiff and kind of frozen, so the meat's not going to come off of them. So I don't think I have anything else. I'm trying to think though. I don't think I do. Everything's either frozen or in a step of the process where I don't need to do anything to it. So, alright then, I guess that's it. Let's see, raccoon finishing up, possum drying, deer hides are soaking. Yeah. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow to flesh out these deer hides. So if you're interested, I'll probably be streaming around 6 or so. So stay tuned. See you then.